This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2003 Ford F350 four-door extra cab. It was formerly a Lariat. Now I would consider it more of an XLT. They stole the leather seats out of it. It's got the Lariat door panels and the emblem, so when it showed up here it had no seats. That was part of the theft recovery part. So we found some XLT seats for it that made it affordable to do. The reason the airbag light blinks is because, of course, it doesn't have the right seat sensors or whatever. So that's why the airbag light's blinking. It's a theft recovery. It has 92,000 actual miles. It runs great. It could use a set of tires. We just got a set of tires from Discount Tires, brand new. We get a deal on them. It was $774 for all 6 tires, mounted. If you want us to do that, you could add that to the price of the car, and we'd be glad to do that. Have it ready to go before your shipper comes or before you come to drive it home. I thought that was a really smoking deal on 16s on the vehicle. We get a little bit of a discount, plus we don't pay taxes through our wholesale number. Right. This is the tread on this tire. Obviously, it's not even, I wouldn't drive it anywhere really, more than down the street. It's really a straight truck. They put that stupid plastic clear coat stuff to protect the paint on the front of the rear fender flares, and that stuff is decaying and it looks like crap. But my detail shop wanted too much money to take it off, and then chemicals and all kinds of stuff to get it off, and then we didn't know if it would look even worse, so we just left it there. But as pretty as the truck is, it might be worth somebody's time. See this stuff on the, this is like a little coating that obviously just got sun rotted, and it kind of, I don't want to make it worse by peeling on it, but it kind of, if you spent like a couple hours, you could probably peel off one side and then a couple hours on the other side. But, you know, who wants to do that? Here's the rear tires. Like I said, they're just about, I mean, they aren't done. I wouldn't drive it to more than a couple miles, really, like that. So, if you want to drive it out of town, you really do need to add, you know, $750, assuming that the price doesn't go up in the next couple weeks, and we'll get it done. It's through Discount Tires, and we have a guy there's a friend of ours who hooks us up, and there's a hole up here in the bedside, in the bed. This is probably something the cops did or something, I'm guessing, to look for dope in there. Obviously, a bed liner would be the answer for that. There's a fifth wheel hitch in the bed. And perhaps maybe they threw the fifth wheel hitch went way up there. See how it's shaped? It's kind of, maybe they had the fifth wheel hitch up there also. Maybe they could move it around. I'm not sure what that's about. I'm sure that you fifth wheel haulers, drivers that know about this stuff will probably understand it. That's a brand new spare. Whoever had this truck took great care of it until it got stolen. We looked on Carfax, and it just got serviced at, like, I think an oil change, I think is what I recall it getting, at about 89,000. It's got 92. So it wasn't just, it wasn't stolen, you know, 3 years ago. It was stolen really recently, which is a good thing. See, there's the tire. Here's the other one. I don't know if I can show you how this, see that? And then you get some glue underneath it. I mean, it may just come off, and then you just, you know, take some lacquer thinner and it'll come right off, but I'm not going to guarantee that. You know, there's a little ding right here. Well, it's really actually pretty straight. Let me open the hood here. Let's see. There's your fenders. Obviously, those are the original fenders. There's your Ford stamp on the passenger fender. New battery there. There's the Ford symbol on the passenger side core support. Oh, I did want to show you this. There's some, I don't know what, someone did a bad windshield install. We didn't put this windshield in, but somehow this molding got on the wrong side of this outside. This molding is supposed to be on the inside of that. I don't know who did that, but it wasn't us. Not a good job of putting on a windshield, but I guess if that's the only problem you got here, you're fine. There's a Ford stamp there on the driver's core support, and another one right here on the driver fender. There's your motor. Open the back door here. Anyway, we had to get front and back seats. It showed up with no interior whatsoever. A little bit of a stain there. I think that's okay. Carpet looks great. I mean, the headliner looks perfect. Like I said, because of the let's see back here, because of the change from Lariat to XLT seats, we have the issue of the airbag light blinking, and that's not going to go away unless you buy, you know, $1,000 worth of leather seats for the front and another $500 for the back to match. So that is the deal here. But the price and the fact that it's that guy, little 5-speed manual transmission, it's actually a 6-speed manual transmission, makes it worth something to a lot of people. Anyway, there's that. I just honked the horn so that I could have somebody come out and drive, because obviously I can't do a video on a manual truck and drive and do the whole thing at the same time. We got to get some door handles and lock cylinders fixed on this thing. Really pretty truck though. There's that door. Passenger door. Passenger rear door. Alright. There's your miles, 92,656. It's got cruise and tilt. Does this work? No radio? Alright, no radio. Radio does not work. We don't know if it's disconnected or what. We're going to do reverse. That works fine. And we're going to go drive. This is on a salvage title. So, knowing that it's on a salvage title, if you come to Tucson and drive it home, whether it's to in-state or out-of-state, it's got to have a restored salvage title. That means you need to pay us $200. We take it down to motor vehicles very early in the morning, and we're required to babysit it. We can't leave it there any longer. So that's the $200. 50 of it goes to the state, 150 goes to us. Sometimes we're out of there in 15 minutes, sometimes we're there for many, many hours. So it kind of evens itself out in the long run. Once we take the restored salvage title and the level 3 inspection of motor vehicles, we get a restored salvage title. Once we have a restored salvage title, we can print up temporary plates for you to drive home with, and you can get insurance for it. So you'll pay $200 to restore it. You're also going to pay a $250 dock fee. Then you'll pay taxes. Now taxes can vary. If you come in from out of state, it'll be your state tax rate plus 2% Tucson City sales tax. We had a guy come in from Oregon the other day. His state tax rate is 0, so he paid 2%. He paid a $250 dock fee, and he paid us $250 to restore the title. If your tax rate is 5%, then obviously you're going to pay 7% tax, $200 to restore, and $250 dock fee. If you pay by wire and ship, all you're going to pay is the agreed upon price, and agreed upon price and $200 whether you want to restore it or not. If you restore it, it's a good idea to do that, because if it leaves the state, goes to Michigan or wherever, and you get some funky cop or whatever, there's some weird law in that place, it's a long way back to Tucson. So if you decline to have us restore the title, please make sure you check with your motor vehicles, and you know that for a fact you can bring an Arizona theft recovery on a salvage title to your state with just a bill of sale and the truck. So you have the truck, the bill of sale, a salvage title from Arizona, and nothing else. That the police can inspect it there, and you'll get a rebuild, restored, whatever they call that in your state. If there's any doubt at all, spend the $200. Okay, that's a money well spent and aggravation you don't need. Lastly, please get your deposit in when we have a deal. If we don't have a deposit, we will not hold the vehicle. The vehicle will be sold to the first person who puts a deposit down or pays for it in full. Okay, we've had a couple people not get their deposit in, especially on eBay, and tough luck to them. Not going to deal with people who can't put a $500 deposit in within, a couple minutes. They should put it in immediately. This guy did it 7 hours late, and in that 7 hours he lost his truck, and now he's angry. So that's the bottom line. Please have a great weekend. Thank you.